Oh yeah, here we go. Actually, this gives me an idea. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Trey's Let's Play Resonant Rise 3 Modified. And as you can see, I made a change. I actually remembered that the Z-Tones mod is in this pack. Z-Tones adds a lot of really cool blocks, kind of like Chisel, but it works a little different, doesn't have a chisel. So I made a whole bunch of this green glass, and the really nice part about this is you can make this glass in all of the 16 colors of Minecraft, and it also works with carpenter's blocks, which is really nice. So I made a bunch of those. Now I also found that there is a pretty nice block that I want to build my base out of. I'm going to take out all this Tyrian. I'm going to replace it with these corp blocks. The problem with these is you need obsidian to make these. So I'm going to need to get some lava going in order to make obsidian. I'm going to need obsidian for some other things anyway. I'm going to need it to make my endothermic pump, and I'm going to need it for my ender quarry. So I went to the nether, and I got some blaze rods, because I need blaze rods to make my ender tank. And while I was there, I realized, hey, I want to make this easier. So I am going to make a new item. And that new item starts with my dolly wherever I hit it. Right here. And 3 diamonds. We are running really low on diamonds. I took 4. Take 3 diamonds, put your dolly on top. That will give you a diamond dolly. Now, the diamond dolly is a little bit better than the regular dolly because it can not only move things like chests with inventories. Let's not die. Oh, hover mode. It can move spawners. So I forgot I wanted to grab some cobblestone too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this diamond dolly into the nether. I'm going to grab the blaze spawner that I was killing blazes from, and I'm going to move it to a more secure location closer to the entrance so I don't have to run over the nether fortress every time I want to kill some blazes. So I'm going to grab a bunch of cobblestone so I can extend my little base kind of room inside the nether, which I'll probably expand at some point and put a lot of things in there. I also want to get a quarry or an ender quarry going inside the nether at some point because nether ores are really nice. So I'm going to take this into the nether. We're going to expand our little room, which I already started, so I'm going to continue that right here. And it's nothing fancy right now, it's just cobblestone. Might upgrade it to something a little fancier later because there are actually some really nice chisel blocks for nether brick. So I'm probably going to do that at some point. Make this kind of like a nether fortress style base. So I'm going to continue building out this room just like this. And then we're going to go over and we're going to get that blaze spawner. But before I get that blaze spawner, I'm going to want this place totally secured. And I'm going to need something to kill the blazes. I'm probably going to use a mob grinder from Mine Factory Reloaded, which means I'm going to have to get some rubber from those rubber trees I was talking about a few episodes ago. So let me get this rolling. I'm going to put some glass here in order to be able to get in and out of this room. It's a 5x5, which is the range of the mob grinder that the mod that the Mine Factory Reloaded mod adds. I don't know why I'm lighting this up. It's not going to be lighted up in the end, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I actually did this wrong. I'm going to have to bring it in 1 block on each side. I'm hoping they don't spawn outside the walls. They might. I'll have to fix that if they do. So what I'm going to do for right now is just kind of enclose this room. It's not really going to help because I don't want to put the blazes in here where they're going to be spawning. I'm not going to be able to get in here. And once the blaze spawner's in here, I'm not going to be able to shut it off in any way. I don't think. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but not without modded items. So what I'm going to do is cut the video, decide what I want to do with this room, and then come back and show you guys what I got going. All right, see you in a minute. All right, guys, so I chopped down some rubber trees, and I've got some rubber smelting right now into rubber bars. In order to make this grinder, I'm going to need some plastic sheets. I'm also going to need books, so it's a good thing I got paper gone. I did kill a bunch of cows as well in between episodes. Let's see, we have 61 leather, which should last us a little while. I'm going to throw all these extra saplings and plant parts and wood that I don't need inside this chest. Dump some of this other mob drops. Cool. Throw that one piece of dirt over here too. So we're going to take this rubber, we're going to throw it back in, smelt it again, and that'll make it into plastic. How much rubber am I going to need? I'm going to need 2 plastic sheets, which means I'm going to need 4 raw plastic. So that'll be plenty. That'll give us 4 just like that. And then we're going to need 2 tin gears, redstone reception coil, and machine form. We're going to need a bunch of metal. So Invar, let's make those 2 books and get that done and over with. So we're going to need 6 sheets of paper. What did I do with all that paper? Why did I put it in here? We'll do our standard vanilla Minecraft crafting recipe. That'll get us 2 books. We're going to grab a bunch of metal. We're going to grab some iron. We're probably going to need a bunch of tin, some gold, some redstone. So tin we've got, gold, redstone is in this chest. We're going to need some Invar. Do I have any Invar left? Yes, should be enough. Okay, so the first thing, we're going to need an Invar sword, which means we're going to need a stick. I probably have a stick. Yep. So we'll go ahead and craft that up. There's our fireworks again. I need a tin gear. Actually, I need 3 tin gears, so we'll just grab them all right away. We're gonna need some glass. I did make another chest to put all the fancy blocks into. We're gonna need more glass than that. All the green glass here, I actually replaced our quite clear glass, so I had a whole bunch of that left over. And quite clear glass does work for some recipes, but some it does not. But I did find out that if I take my chisel, which I have right here, and I put the quite clear glass in the chisel, I can actually turn it back into regular vanilla Minecraft glass. So then I'm going to take that, we're going to make our machine frame. We're going to make our redstone reception coil. And that should be everything, but the sword is not stackable, so it won't shift click in. 2 tin gears, 2 pieces of plastic, and our 2 books should get us our grinder. We are going to need a way to power this grinder. Something reliable, because we're not going to be able to shut the mob spawner off right away. So what I'm probably going to do is use a magmatic dynamo. Which means we're going to need more Invar. So I'm going to need some iron, which I have on me. We're also going to need some ferrous, which I only have 4 ingots of. I should probably get some ferrous smelting down. We don't have very much ferrous. Probably going to have to go get some more at some point, but for now this should be good. So I'm going to grind up this ferrous. In the meantime, we can grab a piece of silver. Nope, that's tin, silver. That'll make that. We do have enough for, well, I have a little bit of ferrous. Let's see what we can do here. So we'll take our induction smelter, we'll throw the ferrous in. So for each 1 ferrous, you're going to need 2 iron. So we're going to need 8 iron. And that will make us 12 ferrous. Or that will make us 12 Invar. So that'll be good for now. We're gonna need 2 Invar gears. Stick those there and there. A redstone transmission coil. We're going to need some more Invar and a piece of redstone, and that will get us our magmatic dynamo. So that should run this grinder fairly easily, I would think. So we'll take that. We'll head into the nether. I'm gonna need, well, I guess at first we can just manually fill it with lava from within the nether. So let's see what we can do. I keep forgetting I can't do that. Probably shouldn't bring all our ingots with us, but it'll be okay. Alright, so I'm going to have to change up the layout of this room a little bit. So this actually goes into the center, but we're going to want our grinder in the center to make sure it's killing the maximum number of blazes. So we'll put our door off to the side here. We do have a crafting table. We don't want a dark wood door. Actually, why not? Let's do a dark wood door. Does that actually change it? Yes, it does. So that is a dark oak door. That is from Melissa's Doors. So then we're going to put it here like this. This is facing the wrong way. So we'll go like that. I should have I do have glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to chisel this glass and turn it into something else. Quite clear. Why not? I know we just turned it into normal glass from quite clear, but hey. So we're just going to go like this for now, just so we can see inside this room so we know what's going on. We're going to take our dynamo. Hopefully they won't be able to shoot us through here with this dynamo here. We'll put our dynamo right there. And then we're going to need a chest. Stick that right there, and that should be good. We'll grab a bucket of lava from anywhere we want. Getting too close to lava makes me nervous, so we're going to go in hover mode. Grab a bucket of lava. Bring it back into our base. Throw it in this magmatic dynamo. And that will give power to our grinder. It looks like the grinder is going to run even when we're not using it. So what we're going to do is make a lever, and I believe that will shut it off if we give it a redstone signal. So stick that right there. It's going to open our door too. That's a problem. Yep, and that will make it idle, so it doesn't use up its power when we're not killing mobs. It did fill up on energy already. Again, this will fill up and it will slow down power production the more and more power it has stored internally, so it doesn't waste fuel. But now we're going to go grab that blaze spawner. We are running low on power on our jetpack, so we should be careful about that as well. There is a blaze spawner right here. That will allow us to pick up the blaze spawner. It will make us move slower. Hopefully we can make it back before our jetpack runs out of power. There are a lot of wither skeletons around. I'm gonna have to get a weapon going soon too that will allow us to get some wither skeleton skulls. So we're gonna go back down into our base where the pigmen seem to be amassing for revenge. I'm going to take this spawner, we're going to put it right here in the center of the room, and it should act just like any other time, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn our grinder back on, and that should be able to kill them. There it goes. It's going to throw everything it gets right in this chest. No blaze rods from that one. I'm not sure if the light level makes a difference on how many enemies spawn, so I'm gonna break these torches. We might even want to make some dark glass to make it even darker in there. So there we got 2 blazes. Let's see what we get from these 2. There they go. And there we go, blaze rods. We're also going to get sulfur and some of these sloth shards. I've never used forbidden magic. We might get into Thaumcraft later in the series, but I've never used some of the add-ons like forbidden magic. We're also going to get more of that Minitio, or we might get into some magical crops too, but not for a while. So that's going to be kind of slow. And I don't have the nether chunk loaded, so it's not going to keep working while we are in the overworld. But I'm going to shut that off for now, just let them spawn and do whatever they want, because I think we have enough blaze rods with the rest that I have back at the base to get going on an ender tank. So I'm going to get everything together, head back to base, and I'll be right back when we're ready to throw that together. Alright, we've got everything we need to make our ender tanks. Got everything set up already, and I screwed up the recipe. Now let's see what I did wrong. Still don't know what I did wrong. Wool, cauldron, ender pearl. Wool, cauldron, ender pearl. There we go. Now I've got 2 ender tanks. Now we're going to color these. I do have some ink that I got a little while ago. I'm going to need some red. I'd have no red. Alright, so we're going to run up and grab some red quick. I did kill a zombie down here. There was some spawnable areas. I threw down some more torches. We should be good now. It is not nighttime, even though I hear skeletons somewhere. This is all still spawnable. We'll turn that off. We're going to look for some red dye. There we go. Grab 2. I think you actually get more if you either sag mill or pulverize them. We'll try both. There's our ferrous. So I'll throw these in the pulverizer and nothing, so we'll take them over to the, or that was the sag mill. Now we'll throw them in the pulverizer. That will get us more. And it did something with them. Oh, I threw them in here. So that gave us 4 instead of 1 per row, so that's really nice. We're going to take our ender tanks and our dye. And if you've never used ender tanks before or ender chests, this basically tells them which ones to link to. As long as the colors match on top in these 3 wool spots, they will link to each other. So we'll do red here, and then black, 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 black. I always do this pattern. I don't know why. I just like it. So next we're going to need an endothermic pump, which is crafted like so. So we're going to need an iron pick, a diamond, some of this ender infused obsidian, so I'm going to need 8 more obsidian. I did go refill the lava tank, so we'll just do this real quick. I can only do 4 at a time, because I haven't upgraded this yet. We'll throw our ferrous in here, because we're going to need that at some point. Take our plastic out. And 4. That'll give us our 8. We're going to need 2 more ender pearls, which we are also running low on. And this recipe is made just like this. That'll get us 4 ender infused obsidian. And we're only going to need 4. I'm going to need an iron pick. So we'll grab some iron. 2 more sticks. I already had a bunch of sticks for some reason. We're going to need another diamond. We're going to gonna need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. So the lava we're gonna get just like that. Instead of running up to the surface, I'm gonna make a tank real quick. And I'm just gonna throw that right here. And that'll fill up with water. And we're gonna need another bucket. Did I grab more iron? I did not. That'll get us that. And then we're also going to need an Eye of Ender, which means we're going to need blaze powder. So we're going to take one of our blaze rods, another one of our ender pearls, which we are dangerously low on now. We're going to throw the blaze rod in the sag mill. That'll get us 8 blaze powder and 2 sulfur as a bonus output. Alright, and then we're going to take one of these ender pearls, and we're going to turn it into an Eye of Ender, and that should be everything we need, but we can't shift click it in because an iron pickaxe is not stackable. Need our bucket of lava, our bucket of water, and our diamond. That'll get us our endothermic pump. We're also going to need one more magmatic dynamo. Hopefully we have some Invar left over. Not quite enough, but we do have all that ferrous now, so we'll just make a bunch more. Gonna need some more iron, another piece of silver, iron, silver, some redstone. We're gonna need our Invar gears. Redstone transmission coil, and that'll get us a magmatic dynamo. Throw this in here. We're not going to need any of this stuff. We're going to need some way to transfer lava from the pump into the magmatic dynamo. So do I have any more liquid pressurized fluid conduits? Yes, I do. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the nether. Eat some food quick also. Because I'm hungry, you know? I'm hungry. Fall down again. Saved by hover mode once again. And back into the nether. Got a bunch of blazes in there. We'll let that run. Maybe that'll get us some more blaze rods. Well, turn that back off. And that'll allow it to run again. This is also filling up with essence. I'm not sure if it'll stop once it completely fills with essence. Guess we're going to find out here in a second. Looks like, nope, it's going to keep running. We should pull that essence out though, because it's kind of useful. That'll get us a couple more blaze rods. So right outside of this wall, we do have lava, but I would like a safer way to get down there. So what I'm going to do is move this over here in this corner, and we're going to create somewhat of a stairway. Wow. Okay. So this is going to be dangerous. Did I bring any cobblestone? Not enough. Do have some netherrack though. So we're going to turn hover mode back on, and we're going to see what trouble we can get into down here. How far? Wow, this entire thing is just one platform. Okay, so we're going to build out like this. And this is going to be difficult. Keep building down. The hard part is going to be this. The ender tank has to be at the level of the lava. So that's going to be the hard part. So I'm going to cut the video here and see what I can work out with this. And I'll be right back. Alright, so luckily there was some glowstone all the way down at lava level that I was able to build off of. And at this point we're all set up. All I need to do is connect this just like that. Hopefully we don't lose this. Nope. And then as soon as I throw a bucket of lava in this dynamo, it should kick on. The pump will run, it will fill the ender tank with lava, and it will also send through the pipe into the magmatic dynamo. And you can see the nice thing about the endothermic pump is instead of leaving these flowing blocks, which are really hard on your tick rate, and they create lag, it replaces the lava that it pulls up with stone so that nothing is flowing, which is nice. It also chunk loads the area that it's working in as well as the chunk that it is in. So we now have a near infinite supply of lava. So we're going to head back to base and see what trouble we can get into with that. So now that we've got infinite lava coming in, I'm going to take another barrel, I'm going to stick it right here. This is set to obsidian mode. I'm going to have it output on the left, and it will start to throw the obsidian to the only output it can, because this output is already stone and it can't fit two items in the same barrel. So we're going to shift right click with an open hand to lock that, and we now have an obsidian barrel. I'm going to upgrade this to a tier or two higher so that it produces more at once and we're not waiting as long in between episodes. I'm also going to fight some endermen and get some more ender pearls, because we're going to need a bunch, because we should be pretty close to the point now where we can start making our ender quarry. We're also going to need QED, and we're going to need to finish our enchantment build over there, which means I'm going to need to make a whole bunch of books in between episodes as well. I think I am going to go the high level enchantment route, so I'm going to make a whole bunch of bookcases to put in here along with this. And I am going to do more with this archway. I know I said I was going to. I will do that. So that's about it for this episode, guys. If you like what you see, go ahead and give me a like down there below the video. If you want to see more come out, please subscribe and it will inform you when I have videos out. And we'll see you next time.